Hey, this is Mimi, and I just got done washing my hair with the Dr. Bronner's Peppermint Castile soap. And my hair does feel clean. It does, and it smells like peppermint, which is good because I like that smell. But that's, like I said, this is my first time using that on my locks, so I can't really do a detailed review. I'll probably use it for a little bit and tell you how I like it over time. But what I can tell you is you do not want to get this stuff in your eye. I got it in this eye, and I almost fell out. So be careful. Be careful. It burns. Oh my God, it burns. But I think it got my hair pretty clean. That's a plus. But okay, so I guess I'll get into how I do my braid outs. And what I do is I like a deeper side part, so I just part my hair off and lay the rest over, because I'm going to braid down in this direction, so this part will lay down, and I'm going to braid in that direction, so this will stay laying over to the side. And I'm going to just section out the back of my hair, pretty much just to get it out of my way. Yeah. Okay. And I guess in my last video I should have showed you what I use for my braid outs, but I'll just show you now. Well, I usually use Talia Wajid Crinkles and Curls, but they were out of it when I went to the beauty supply store, so I've been using this the last few times, and it works all right, pretty much the same. And it's Motion Style and Create Versatile Foam Setting Lotion. I just use that because it helps my braid outs to last a lot longer. Okay. And what else? I also use these all the time. Whenever I do my braid outs, I used to use the rubber bands, but then sometimes they were hard to get off the ends, or I couldn't really see them good, and they take a while to take out. So I went to the beauty supply store the last 2 times I did my braid outs, and I got these little, these little scrunchy things, and I used the black ones. And the reason I use the black ones is because I usually don't take my braids out for a couple of days after I do my braid outs. I wear it like that for maybe about 3 days, and then I take them out. Okay, so what I'll do is I use 6 locks per braid. And I go in and make sure everything's separated good. Okay. And as you can see, my hair is a bit stringy. It's real stringy. I'll be happy when that part ends. And this little piece always comes out. I put it back and it always comes back out. So it's cool. I use maybe pump and a half. You don't really need that much, but I just want it to hold. Okay. And I run it down the lock. I take 2. And I just braid it. And you want to make sure you don't want to pull it too tight, especially if you're going to leave them in for a couple of days, because you'll get a headache. But you want to pull it kind of tight. And I braid down. But you want to pull, once you get away from the scalp, now you want to pull it tight, because that's the more defined your curls will be, the tighter you pull it. And when you get down to the bottom, you can put your rubber band on. Well, scrunchies is what I use, but you can use black rubber bands. And I always take the bottom, pull it through, and get it to tuck under if I can, so the ends won't be so straight. So that's how I do that one. And then I do the same thing. Usually, since it's easier for me to braid without the hair in my way, so I just flip it back over since I braided that part down. move these back out of my way. Same thing I did on this side. I count 6 out. Because the amount of lots I have happen to be even with an even number, so I can use the 6 locks per braid. I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure none of them are connected. Make sure my parts are good. Same thing. Use a pump. 1 pump that time. And pull it down my locks. Do the same thing, and don't worry about it being white. It dries clear. Same thing. Braid it down. And get to the length of the shortest one. That's pretty much where you have to stop, of course. And I'll leave, once I do this braid out, I'll leave it in for about 2 weeks, and I'll probably wash it in. But next time I have lock loops, and I haven't used them since my hair was a little bit shorter, so I'll probably use those next time. And I'll do a tutorial of how I do that. Yes. Six locks again. Now I want that one. I want one from here. Okay. Do a pump. Pull it through. Braid it down. And you don't have to leave them in for a couple days like I do. But I just hate being up under the dryer, so that's the main reason why I do that. I don't like to sit under the dryer. But you can sit under there and let them dry that way, and it'll probably be dry the next day. But I just keep them in. And try to pin them up some way so you can't, as a style with the braids. Okay, I went ahead and finished doing the braids on this side, but I just came back to show you what I meant by braiding it so I can get my part to lay how I want it. Now you remember I braided this downward because I want this part to lay down, and I want this part to lay that way, so I'm going to braid it in that direction. Okay. And I just start it and braid it downward so it can lay in that direction. And for the back, I just braid all of those straight down. Yeah, and like I said, I won't be taking these down, so I'll pin it up some way over the next couple days so that I can wear it out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how I do my braid out. And when I get done, I probably dry it for a few minutes to get it started. But I'll come back in a couple days whenever I take it down so you can see the results. All right, bye.